Right, we'll close those down real quick and sell off all the prisoners. 800 gold, just like that. Sell the weapons. Nothing there. And everything's alright here. Good. Gonna have to really figure out some more effective ways, I guess, of making money if we really want to keep ourselves afloat and remain profitable, I guess. And I'm thinking that the one way to do that is to turn ourselves into a tradesperson, i.e., buying goods, traveling halfway across the world, and trying to sell them for a profit. Here we go. We can sell that, and the oil I think we'll hold on to for now. Hang on, 1 second. Let's do that again. Wine. We can actually make a profit by selling the wine to these places, which is good to see. Do you all own all of the cities in green? No. These cities that you see here are all owned by the faction that I am currently a mercenary to. So I'm currently a mercenary to the Aserai, if you will. And yes, if I were to go ahead and if I were to actually join the Aserai as a lord, as a vassal, if you will, there is a possibility that I could end up being rewarded with a city or town once it has been besieged successfully. However, that is something that I have yet to do. Actually might not be a bad idea, to be honest, going for trying to see if we could scale ourselves up from being a noble to being a mercenary to a lord, really and truly. I might try and do that. However, the cool thing that you can do is that once you reach a clan level 4, if you do indeed own any specific cities or any specific castles or towns, you can decide to break off as a kingdom of your own, and of course you will create you can decide to keep those properties for yourself. In doing so, of course, you will not be. I mean, the faction that you are a part of will not be too happy about you, having practically rebelled and taken away a town or a town as well as a castle, for example. But of course, it is a possibility and something that a number of people have done quite successfully in the past. Right. So what's the plan here? What's the play? How are we gonna make ourselves a bit of money, I wonder? Grain going for 8 and selling in Uyads for 10. Could do that. We'll take within our weight range, and it's saying it's selling for 10. So if we were to head over to Uyads, which is unfortunately on the other side of the world, or in the direction we just came from, we would have been able to sell it at an additional profit, at a profit of 2 gold apiece. However, I think we'll keep on heading up north in this direction. There is a chance we could find other towns and cities which would pay a pretty penny for something as simple as grain. Take a few more looters, in we go, and let's go ahead and sell them off and have a chat, I guess, with the Lord of the Land. He actually is no longer home, so that's a bit of a stinker, if you will, but do what you gotta do. Grain is going for 11 here, which is actually higher than what I was anticipating previously. So we'll sell it at 10 and 11 gold apiece. That'll give us an additional 2 trade. Only a very, very slight profit, though. Very slight. In order to really make big profits, you'd need to really just go for the big numbers, therefore buying the more very expensive stuff at a cheap price and find as expensive a place as you can and just sell it over there. We'll take on another tournament just to make a little bit more money again. And we can just take on any of these factions. Oh, that was a very big hit there for starters by Green Team. We did slap the blue guy though. Oh, barely missing. Let's get back down to it. I think one enemy got eliminated. Congratulations. Okay, a green guy now has a tail of all things. Oh, nice. We actually hit that one. Kind of flicked at the last second, but I'm glad it landed. So indeed, momentum is a big thing when it comes to dealing damage in this game. So if you do happen to be riding on a horseback, for example, and you throw a javelin while you're going at full speed, that if it lands successfully, it does count as somewhat of a damage multiplier, if you will. So that's indeed something to keep in mind in the process. There you go. You know what? After this fight, I think I will actually try and see if I can join the Aserai as a vassal, if you will. And yeah, perhaps from there, then we can go ahead and work our way towards, yeah, just being able to being able to find ourselves a wife, possibly in Arwa herself, if she is interested. There you go, good hit. We do not. I was trying to see if I could switch to a sword. I thought I might have had a sword as a secondary weapon, but forget that this is a tournament and you're given a specific loadout upon joining. There you go. Baited him into our allied cavalry there. Cavalry going down. Thankfully, he doesn't have a spear, so he should be a little bit easier to target. There we go. If he had a spear, however, he would have been able to jab towards my horse, and yeah, that would have been a nice way to go. Okay, take on red team first. Jab. Here we go again. Oh, he's not dead. Jab. There we go. That's the kill. Let's eliminate red team here. Blue team and green team each having one person remaining apiece. Green team might actually be a more worthy opponent to kill off as the veteran infantry in all of this. That does leave Davan the Lucky. And Davan looking unlucky now, my dude. That's the way it goes. Now against the footman, as is to be expected, javelins being provided as our as ammunition here. His attack goes high. Mine lands on target. Oh, a little high on that one though. Oh, he's waiting, cheeky thing. Not waiting long enough though. I'm out of javelins, so we'll have to close in and slash their throats. And out we go again with the final set of javelins against our very own companion, Zarah the Wanderer. So, love to see that you're still alive, my beauty. Oh, that was a very fast throw there. Actually caught me off guard. Just glad that it was way off target in the process. So, should have earned ourselves enough to make ourselves a good profit, 1.6k, and I think that actually buys us just enough to make another caravan. Yep, it makes another caravan. Wonderful. So let's go ahead and talk to neither the Tanner over here. NIDR. Let's have a chat, see if they're interested in forming a caravan. Yes, they will, and off we go. Caravan has been created, a new source of income. Alright, so, who are we gonna go for? Shall we try one more time with Arwa, perhaps? See if she's interested? Medeni is currently located where exactly? That's Ho'a. Medeni... Medeni Castle, so Medeni should be around there. Perfect. Yep, they also, and not only do they actually own the city here, but also an additional castle further off to the west. It looks like. So no wonder she seemed to be asking with regards to being able to support a family, because their family is also quite well off. So, ready our troops. Let's go ahead and call a charge on our infantry. Archers, loose formation to engage, and horse archers to engage as well. Cavalry will follow me. There we go. So I hope, indeed I do hope that all of you currently watching are having a good time. Thank you so much for your support thus far. And I hope that you've been finding this entertaining. As always, any questions you might have or things you'd like me to see, try and do, perhaps, please do let me know, as always. It's nice to see that we have ourselves a pretty little bodyguard with the cavalry inbound as well, so that's cool. Okay, cavalry you can engage now. We're close enough. There we go. Infantry now closing in. Throwing axes still going out. Good move. And that's a beautiful finish by our infantry. Awesome stuff. Take all the resources we can, and off we go. I also did say that I was planning on joining joining as one of the nobles, as I remember, if I can, as a vassal. So I should probably remember to do that. Take a few more of these. No casualties. Love to see it. And we'll take everything. Thank you very much. So off we go. Making a bit of a profit as we go along, thanks to the caravans. It's nice to see that we're making a little bit of money as time goes by. Okay, take these guys, and after this, we'll head on over into the nearby city of Iakis, and after that, go from there. So, sell all the prisoners. Anything we've managed to acquire will also be sold for a profit, as always. An additional 800 gold, just like that. Any nobles here we can go ahead and pledge ourselves to. Ara, maybe? We'll have a chat, why not? Something I'd like to discuss. I wish to be more than a mercenary. Is there a way I could pledge myself as a vassal? I would have to speak to Unid himself as the lord of these lands. Currently it's located in Uyadz, further off to the west, it seems like. So let's head on over to him, see if we can speak to him and pledge our allegiance. Ooh, that party looking to be quite hurt, or somehow it's made a lot of prisoners, it looks like. Fair dues to you, mate. Fair dues to you on managing to get so many prisoners and not appear to have taken any casualties. Or at least not have anyone healing. So it must have been a really big battle. Okay, we're looking for Unid. Unid should be somewhere towards Uyadz. So let's keep an eye open for him as we close the distance. Oh, hang on. Take out this guy. We'll see if they'll accept. They do not accept us as their leaders, and we actually lost one of our infantry, unfortunately. It's an unfortunate thing to have happen. However, it will reduce the amount of money we lose to wages overall. So it's not the worst thing to have happen. Banu Saran, part of the Aserai, led by Unid, who should be in the vicinity of Uyadz. Let's have a chat if he's here, hopefully. To the keep. He's not here. Awesome. It did say 2 days ago, so it's anyone's guess as to where he's managed to skedaddle his way off to now anyway. There he is, Unid. Right, let's have a chat with you, mate, and see if we can join you, the Sultan Unid himself. So, there is something I'd like to discuss. My lord, I wish to be more than a mercenary. Is there a way I could pledge myself as a vassal? You are known as a brave warrior and a fine leader of men, Jassid. I shall be pleased to accept your sword into my service, if you are ready to swear homage to me. I am ready. Good, then repeat the words of the oath with me. I swear homage to you as lawful Sultan of the Aserai. I swear homage to you as lawful Sultan of the Aserai. You command the sons of Azera in war and govern them in peace. You command the sons of Azera in war and govern them in peace. I swear to fight your enemies and give shelter and water to your friends. I swear to fight your enemies and give shelter and water to your friends. I swear to heed your judgments according to the laws of the Aserai and ensure that my kinfolk heed them as well. I swear to heed my judgments according to the laws of the Aserai and ensure that my kinfolk heed them as well. In exchange for your loyalty, I offer you the command of some of my best men, and in recognition of your worth, let me present you with this gift, which I hope will serve you well on the battlefield. Nice, got ourselves 6 cavalry out of that, one of the top tier units and one, I think the top tier or second best, and a couple who are mid tier, which is nice, good to see. And we also got ourselves a brand new horse out of that, Kamsin. Interesting name, interesting name. Not one that I'm able to make use of, unfortunately, but we will hold on to him as our prized possession. You shall be numbered among the sons of Azera. Your blood is our blood. Our swords shall defend your rights as you defend ours. You may drink from our wells and rest in the shade of our trees. You may be granted the authority to judge disputes and collect revenues from oases and towns. You have done a wise thing, Jassid. Serve me well, and I promise you, you will rise high. I thank you, my lord. I have great hopes for you, Jassid. I know you shall prove yourself worthy of the trust I have placed in you. Wonderful. That's awesome. That's awesome. We are unfortunately paying tribute in some way, and also, however, seems to be getting offset by the Western Empire. So we do not receive our profits from any profits from contracts anymore as a mercenary. That is the one slight issue in all of this, I would say. But yeah, we'll have to try and see what we can do to figure all of this out. So now we should have a total of 3 caravans, right, in operation. Let me confirm real quick. Yes, 3 companions, each of which should be running their own caravan. A little disappointing, not really making money that consistently. Well, there's Har who's doing a fantastic job at 368 gold per day. But the others, well, one of them's just started, so maybe I should lay off of them a little bit. But we'll see how this plays out. There we go, taking a few more prisoners, and let's go ahead and head over to Sanala. Let's off those prisoners. So perhaps we can try once again with the beauty herself of Arwa, currently yet again close to Medeni. So let's see if we can find her real quick. Medeni's over this way. I'm kind of intrigued as to if she's still there, why she is still there after all this time. But there she is. Oh, still patrolling. Let's have a chat. Something I'd like to discuss. My lady, may you give me another chance to prove myself. I am terribly sorry. It is practically not possible for us to be married. Ah, that sucks. Well, I guess it's a Jeej. We may indeed not be able to do that. I could see if I could talk to her father, but I think we'll proceed to working on fighting a bit more again. And just... Ooh. Speaking of fighting, 46 looters. I know it's a bit unfortunate that there's not really any major fights going on right now. However, the Aserai are currently at peace with all nations, so it's not something that I am able to change at this time.
Mounted archers!
Hang on. Mounted archers will engage. Archers will engage. Infantry will charge in. Bowmen will do so. Will advance in loose formation, and cavalry will follow in. But unfortunate that I'm not really used to giving out these commands while on foot, I should say. But well, at least we're able to get the job done. Here we go. Infantry closing in, archers cycling back a little bit. Maybe we can set them up to assist, and we shall start the assault now. There we go. Cavalry now coming in to assist. Let's get on their flanks here. Cause some trouble, cause some mayhem. Get them killed. They have been divided. No casualties taken. And now they're fleeing. Our infantry are just pretty strong here. Great work. So all prisoners, and we'll take anything they have, which isn't much, I'll be honest, but whatever we can turn a profit with, I'll gladly acquire. So scouting has leveled up here. We can allow ourselves to be faster if we have high morale, but we don't have that just yet, not consistently anyway. Otherwise, lesser penalties for overburdening, and while overburdened, our troops receive 2 XP per day. Very interesting. All right, good night to you, Nicola. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Thank you for joining this evening, and I hope to be able to catch you on Wednesday, which is our next stream. But have yourself a good week. Take care. So, Charm. We did level up Charm quite nicely, I must say, but it ain't looking too good, Chief. Not good at all. We're gonna need some children later if we want to stay alive, I'd say. As for this, either gaining influence through battles or by resolving issues. Let's go for issues. Not something we're really taking care of, if I'm completely honest, but something good to have. Der Hawa requires manual laborers. Okay, we can work on this as long as we give them prisoners. A minimum of 17 prisoners will be all right. We'll share the profits with the headman in order to increase our reputation and have a chat with you. We brought him, I think, 5 men in total. Yep, 5 men. Still need quite a few more, and the more we can acquire for him, the better. Because all of them, more than 17 each member, each person we bring, then gives us an even higher profit. There is some sort of invisible cap that I'm not entirely sure how much it is, but if we're able to do it, and especially if we can do it without getting, having to engage in combat with them, it works out even more favorable for us. So take on these looters, 9 of them on the run. Unid will possibly take the fight and might actually take all of my prisoners here. Yeah, I took all the prisoners. Gave us some of the stuff, but that's about it. Ain't that useful. Still bleeding 300 gold a day. Very unlucky that a couple of caravans not working out as well as I had hoped. So, continue out on the hunt. See what happens. Everything else seems to be working okay, which is fine. One more thing to check if it's okay with you all. Yeah, whatever, we'll be okay. Onwards. So, any criminals we can find in the form of looters, forest bandits, desert warriors, and the sort. Those are our main targets for this objective here. Just gotta keep an eye open for them and make sure we can catch up the moment we spot them. Okay, keep on heading out. Ooh, 18 looters, yes please. Can we get them to surrender? I have my doubts. Nope, they decide to fight. We will. I should have actually gone ahead and set the fight to automatic. But oh well, whatever. Archers in this formation while they attack. Mounted archers to engage, and cavalry to follow me. There we go again. I should probably actually get myself a horse so that I can actually keep up and manage the battlefield a bit more efficiently in general. Something I'll look into. So the enemy will have to will have to charge up the hill here, so we can actually set our archers to shoot from a high position like so. There we go. Javelins and other weaponry landing square in their faces, and they will get eliminated. Which is a shame. I would have liked to have them taken prisoner rather than killed, but since we have bladed weapons for all of our infantry, they have a greater chance of totally eliminating the enemy rather than allowing them to be taken as prisoners. Right, let's keep it going here. Hence why when you have a lot of infantry with sharp weapons, it's best to auto-resolve in order to have a greater chance of getting them as prisoners. Okay. Interestingly, not many people around here. It seems like that we can attack as looters and such. Oh, there's one. Small forces though, small numbers. Send the troops, taking 2 of them as prisoner. A little better there. Here we go. Slow and steady, slow and steady. That's the way we're gonna have to work here. Oh, hang on, there's Tari. Let's have a chat with Tari, see, as the father, I believe, of the bride. Proposal. Nah, doesn't really look like we can. Doesn't look like we can go ahead and actually speak to him on behalf of his daughter. Actually, it's the brother, so that was the wrong person to speak to in the first place. 8 of them being taken prisoner that time, bringing us up to the 19 we require, over the amount we require. From here on out, it's all pure profit. Check Razi again. Is he here? No, he's not. So we'd have to keep an eye open for Adram if we wish to consider her as our wife again. Ooh, war has been called against the Western Empire. It's like we have. Our kingdom will pay 820 tribute daily. No, thank you. No. Why? We have pretty much an equal chance. Oh, hang on. We will receive 820 daily. That I can accept. Or I misread that one. I read it as that we would have to pay the Western Empire. As it turns out, the Western Empire is willing to immediately decide to go peaceful with us in order to avoid having, and in order to do so, they're willing to pay us some money. That works for me. More prisoners, always good. Off we go again. Another 8 currently on the run. There's 17 we can go for later. Try to convince them to surrender. Didn't work out as intended. But no worries, we'll hopefully catch up with this larger group over here. So now, where are you? They disappeared. Oh, there they are. Okay, they foolishly walked right back on into our sight line. We did lose an archer out of that. Oh well. Take them all, and we need to head back and sell some stuff. Unfortunately, we are bleeding a significant amount of money here. 300 in total, 300 gold per day. So only one of our caravans is really turning a profit. The other two, I mean, little change overall. Oh, let's not sell those prisoners. We need them. Very important indeed. We'll sell the weaponry, sell the armors, and that's an additional 2.8k in profit. Beautiful. Over this way. Catch these guys. There we go. Alright, that's all 6 of them deciding to give in. And now we'll go ahead and try and see if we can head back towards Deir Hawa. If there are any other looters and stuff along the way, we will certainly try and capture, like so. But it is not really a necessity anymore. Oh, lost a guard. Actually, one of our big heavy hitters, I'd say. And we are currently at the pop cap on prisoners as well. In order to gather more prisoners, we need to recruit more people to watch over them, I guess. So I guess we can try and do that. Why not? Well, whatever. Oops, that was the wrong button. got a little bit distracted there for a second. Let's head back on out and try and recruit some people. All right, we're in business. Who we got? Okay, some cavalry we'll actually take. That will be nice and juicy. Expensive, but they can be pretty useful. Should be able to proceed further. We now have space for another 2 prisoners if the opportunity arises. Which is good. Nope, we're not selling those people. We are selling these pieces of equipment though. There we go. So let's charge straight over to Deir Hawa now. Preferably try not to engage in combat with anyone in order to, you know, avoid losing out on potential prisoners. We have it leveled up somehow, or somewhere rather. No, it's actually not us, it's the Falcon who's leveled up in trade. And he will be able to get a decrease in selling price penalty for trade goods. That will help him out massively, I'm sure, when it comes to turning a profit in these sales. Oh, nice, the Swift now actually making money. That's 2 people becoming profitable. Just need them to do it more consistently, and we may be a little bit safer in general, I would say. Oh, vote for declaring war on the Vlandians. Yeah, we'll go for it. Why not? Unfortunately, I don't have any influence to give, but if I could, I would have voted in favor. Go ahead and teach them a lesson, and I guess that also removes our need to pay tribute to them as well. So less expenses. Well, if it works out for us, we can also make a tidy profit off of owning a castle. It also works quite beautifully, I'd say. So let's hand in all of these prisoners, have a chat, and give him everyone we've got, all 43 of them. We could go out and get more, but I think we'll settle the business. Only getting 600 since we shared half of that with one of the other notables in the village. So yeah, if you really want to be able to make more money, decide to, you know, decline the other random person's offer, and you'll be all right. Okay, there's the castle. We could attack some villagers, but I'll pass. 158 defenders. We don't have enough sufficient troops, and we don't have enough influence to call anyone into battle, unfortunately.